Here we go.
Internet?
Oh god, it's
Oh.
the internet.
Oh.
Shit, I was doing a cheerleader thing. Hi, everybody. It's been quite a while, but welcome to tonight's episode of Decisions and Dragons. As you can see, as some wonderful gifts from our beloved Court and Tina, they sent us all a full custom logoed hoodie, complete with Faraday's whip. We got. Is this supposed to be Gladius? Is that Gladius?
That's Gladius.
Gladius. We got me looking like Batman. We got, I think, Thurston with... No, this is Arthea with time. Thurston with the scales, because he's...
Our accountant.
Yeah.
We got Fiona, and we got Cito's little flower right here. So we got all the cute things. I love this so much. I love you guys.
We're really excited. We
Thank
were
you.
really excited. Like this whole last week,
Oh,
we've been waiting, and
Well-
we're really excited for them to get there.
well, I did want to start, before going into announcements and thanking the people that we use and all that stuff, if you will permit me to be sappy for just 2 minutes of your time. Anxiety and depression is a thing, and it is something that I live with. It is something that I'm currently trying my best to work through. Unfortunately, the last couple of weeks, antidepressants did the exact opposite of what they were supposed to do, and so I've been on withdrawal. So, unfortunately, that is the reason that the game night hasn't happened, and so I want to first off apologize and say that I love all of the viewers. I love all of you guys, and true to form, you guys refuse to let me wallow in that depressive, anxious state, because every single one of you guys in my party have absolutely become family. I love you guys. I love you guys
Love you
so
too, buddy.
much. You are so close to my heart, and I don't think I would be nearly as happy or content with my life if I didn't have you guys to play with every Wednesday. So thank you guys for being so supportive and wonderful. And I love each and all of you with all of my heart. Brian, go fuck yourself.
Shit. I was
Wow,
expecting that to be
expecting
directed
Dustin to
at
have to
me
go
for
fuck
no
himself.
reason.
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
curveball. It's a curveball. Got to keep you on your toes, buddy.
Am I
Sorry, did I say-
passing the torch?
Sorry, did I say
Is it
Brian? I meant Dustin. No, there's no
rehappening?
recovering. There's no recovering from it.
You can share the torch, guys. Don't
Well,
worry.
you know what? I guess I'll die.
Oh well.
But now that the sappiness is out of the way, I'm surprised I got through that without crying. But now that the sappiness is out of the way, before we get into tonight's session, as per usual, giving huge shout-outs to Sirenscape, huge shout-outs to Foundry Tabletop, huge shout-outs to Monument Studios. Also just going to put this out there too, regardless of what comes out of Wizards of the Coast. This is going to be a thing. This is going to continue to be a thing. Regardless of what happens, we are going to continue this story. If it means that we're going to have to do the unfortunate thing and jump systems mid-campaign, mid to late campaign, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I guess the point of what I'm saying is that we are very aware of all the Wizards of the Coast stuff that's going on right now. And while we know it's a hot issue, tonight is about the game. It's about telling stories. It's about having fun with each other. And if anything, in the future, this gives us an excuse to try out some new systems as they come out. So prepare for that. But Sirenscape is a wonderful tool that I use for ambient sounds and music. If you are like me and enjoy having some ambient stuff to sort of continue to flavor your tabletop RPG, or if you just like listening to creepy storms in the background, what have you, no judgment. Sirenscape is the app for you. They have hundreds of sound sets with every type of system you could imagine. You know, Pathfinder, Cyberpunk. They've even got some stuff for Catan, but definitely check them out. They're awesome. Monument Studios has gigabytes worth of copyright and license-free music. I have been using them a lot when it comes time to elevate the mood with some musical tones. So thank you guys to Monument Studios as well. Also, Foundry Tabletop. Foundry is without a doubt one of the best virtual tabletops that I've ever used. The learning process was a teensy bit complicated, but once you get it in your head, it is easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. They've also got a bunch of different mods that you can introduce. So if you want a fancy little, glowy glyph under the person who's next to the initiative, you can do that. If you want to introduce some weather effects or whatever, you can do that. So definitely check them out as well. Okay. I think that's all of the shout outs that need to be done. And with that in mind, I think it's time we jump into tonight's episode. Now, because Sam and Dustin are streaming, because I'm still dog sitting, we don't have our fancy intro tonight. Not going to worry about it.
Do the fan.
Is it the Tal'Dorei intro or the Biven intro?
Biven intro.
I don't think I sent you the Biven intro. So
no, we don't
have
a
the
fancy intro.
It's not like we've been doing this for hundreds of episodes at this point. Like,
I
it's
did switch the
fine.
background maps.
You're good. You're good. No, that's total. I'm owning that blame. That's totally on me. But when last we found our intrepid heroes in Biven, having been visited by an unfortunate shade of the Whispered One, it seems, they made preparations not only to motivate the Dwarven Kingdom to prepare for the defense of their lands through several clutch rolls by our very dear Boykin. The party continued to plan and eventually decided to set their journey southward, hoping to use the Mad Jester's enchanted ship to sail across the Terrafan Sea, where once a rather tormented and jaded elven empire once stood, now drowned as a sign of the Whispered One's dominion over this world. You gathered your things and began heading southward. Now, as you all depart from Falcon Haven and start to move southward towards Iagarth, with the intent of picking up any extra supplies, maybe stopping by for whatever reasons you would like, I will say you do notice the sky get a little bit darker, as it seems a storm is starting to gather. We'll say that this is about an hour or two into your travel southward. What do you guys do? What is the plan, marching order, that sort of situation?
Are we on a road at this point, or have we gone off?
You guys are following a road south. Yes.
Okay.
It is rough. It is somewhat well traveled.
Road.
Yeah. It's a dirt path. It's nothing fancy by any means.
We call that a trail.
Depends on how wide it is.
Hold on, I have to drink my bougie tea.
Eat your
Well, you
bougie
should.
Is it from
Panera.
Panera?
Yeah, seriously.
Shut up. Yes, it is, and it's delicious.
It's green tea, isn't it?
Did you get
It
a
is
bread
great.
bowl with
It
your
is.
soup? Because
I used to make it.
whoa.
Did you
I
get
did
a
not
bread
get
bowl
any
with your green
soup.
tea?
I got the chicken take sandwich. Take? Is that? Is it
Taki?
Tika?
Tika,
I don't know.
probably. That sounds more like a.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink my tea.
Your Tika? You're gonna drink your Tika?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll drink my
Uh,
Tika.
So how long have we been traveling at this point?
Maybe an hour or two. Like, it's
Okay.
not long after you guys leave.
So I shouldn't have expected an answer from my patron yet, basically.
Not yet. But
Okay.
the airship that you were pestering him to change. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get us an airship, guys.
I'm just saying that, like, I think it would be very inspiring to have a giant rainbow spewing airship just flying over.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
yes,
that
it'll draw
won't-
the intent.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
won't
draw-
draw attention at all.
Nope.
Well, I mean, I thought that was our point, though, is to
Get there.
I mean,
Oh,
there's nothing
again.
that demons hate more than rainbows, so it could work.
rainbows and sunlight.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true. I just kind of made it up. It sounded like it was probably right in my head, though.
Sounded right at the time.
Or about those,
Jesus.
about the looming darkness in the distance.
Is that who you're going after? There's one called that?
Wait, what does it have a name? The thing that we're going to go
It doesn't have a name.
find?
Make me a history check as I look at my notes.
You've never discussed a
If
name.
You make a history check, I'll look at my campaign notes.
I'll make history.
You know, if I roll
I knew
like
it
I
did.
normally do, you might not even have to look at your notes.
21.
14.
With a 14, you do know the terror that is known as Skin Gorger.
Ew.
Gross. Let's kill him.
Don't like it.
I don't like
Ah,
it either.
that's a frightening name.
Boykin voice, I love it.
Has anyone traveled up this road before of you guys? No one's crossed over here, so if, that, and she's kind of pointing off toward the, ominous looking sky in the distance. When that arrives, no one really knows there's a place we need to hole up.
Probably look for.
What kind of terrain are we in right now? Like, what are we going through?
Right
This
now,
stuff?
the area around Falcon Haven is mostly plains.
Yeah.
Or rather, let me rephrase that. It's some rolling hills, nothing too crazy or anything like that. The further south you go, I believe it goes into forest. Let me first off activate this and then take a look. Yes, so you guys are following the road southward just before it's going to start turning east. So at that point, it is slowly transitioning from rolling hills, a mountainous sort of region, into a forested area. An actually forested area that Malice and Flit will recall were nearby when they got pulled to the Isle of the Vanquished to speak with Midgardstormer. So this, you
We're
guys
not
actually
far from there.
recognize. You are correct. You are maybe, I'd say about a day out, but you'll very
We would
quickly find
have
that
through
spot
at least
again.
Weren't we in ruins when we got pulled
there
over?
there was ruins. There was also something guarding
Oh,
or
right. That elf
lurking.
print statue.
Yes, the large statue that tried to kill us.
Yeah. We might want to steer clear of that area.
It does
Or not. I don't know.
I mean, we were kind of pulled away before we could deal with it. But it is ruins, and I think, thinking back, would I recall if they're ruins, like just literally piles of broken statues, or is there anything that would actually serve us as shelter if we needed it to?
I'm just going to give it to you that the most that you had really investigated was like a sort of stone garden that was standing in front of a very dilapidated stone building of some kind that had been mostly overtaken by moss and nature. But you did spot a door.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not far. It's not a place that, well, it might be inhabited, it might be guarded, and it also is still a bit further, so we may push on. But it's an option. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe go until at least. I don't know if I want to push through a really bad storm. Things come out in storms.
No, I agree. We should just get as far as we can and then hunker down once the storm is upon us.
All right.
Right. You guys aren't really venturing through any thick woods or anything like that, so I don't necessarily need a survival check. I will say, as you guys continue to push forward, you do start to feel some slight raindrops coming down. Light at first, but the frequency with which it is getting heavier and heavier is quite quick. We'll say at this point you guys have traveled for another 3 to 4 hours, and so you're just coming up to the tree line itself that does lead into that particular forest. In contrast to a lot of the vegetation that people around Delita might see, or even some in Thaden, this forest, somehow, given that the sun has been mostly blotted out, seems healthy. And trees still have their leaves. You do notice a little bit of a fog that just sort of hangs in the air. Light and thin, nothing otherworldly or offsetting at first. Off-putting, I should say. And I'll say with everybody's passive perceptions, you even see a bit of game or two.
It was like this last when we passed it before, too. Green. Kind of what drew us to it, really, is that everything else is not.
Quite a few people.
There was a at least hold on to them until we get in there. I think it was a no, I want to say garden temple dedicated to one of the gods, still a god, possibly a god, siren. I don't know if that makes a difference, but perhaps
The
some of
siren
that.
ring a bell when Malice talks about it?
In what way?
Like, what would we know about the siren and her former temples and places that were dedicated to her, and what sort of, I guess, like her realm was to preside over?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a religion check.
12.
Okay. With a 12, I'd say that's enough. You guys can recall that the Siren's domain was one of merriment and of wine. Often depicted as a beautiful elven woman with long, impossibly long blonde hair, holding a harp. It was said that her voice could charm any beast if she were to sing the right notes. Her temples were typically much more relaxed and easy to digest than some of the others. In comparison, a temple to Midgard Sormer, as you had already ventured through, was very bound to duty, and there was not a whole lot of positivity involved with providing worship to the god of Midgard Sormer. But with the Siren, it was like her temples were always a party in some way, shape, or form. You would sometimes hear rumors of traveling performers that would sometimes make their homes in these temples to continue to provide that worship to her domain.
Perhaps some of that magic remains. Is this
Oh,
place healthy and, well, comparatively thriving? Right?
maybe we can find some things to eat and add to our stores here that will keep for a while while we're on the road.
I mean, there was some little, well,
Alice,
some
maybe you
things.
could make some of those flowers grow too.
Oh no, I can definitely, well, I can try to make the flowers grow. Thinking more, looking for maybe some to bring with us. Possibly fruit. Or berries. Are there berries anywhere as we start into
Make
here?
a perception check.
Yeah.
I need
Or
some
any sort of
berries.
little stuff we can collect on the way.
Are we like foraging and
Not
whatnot,
foraging
or
so
making
much.
cap?
I'm not foraging so much as since this land is kind of as we make our way toward the temple, I feel like it can't hurt to grab anything that might be there. I mean, who knows how long this storm is gonna take. What do I do for perception? 14.
With a 14, you do spot a couple of berries that have that sort of red, purplish. I think violet would be the actual name for it. Sort of hue to them. They look lush, and they actually do
Grab
look
them.
kind of delicious.
I just grab them, start pocketing them. Just gonna pocket them. Maybe pop one in my mouth on the way.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, no hesitation on that. 24.
Okay. With a 24, you feel you feel this almost like a buzz,
Yes.
and it's not enough to impair you in any way, but you definitely feel that your muscles just relax a little bit, and you feel even
it-
in this dank and depressing ass weather where the sun still hasn't been seen, you kind of can't help but just feel relaxed and at peace for the moment.
Does it feel like eating stuff from the Feywild?
Yes and no. Yes, in that the flavors you're experiencing are very enticing and they help you relax, but not enough to rob you of your will like otherworldly fey magic would.
Okay.
Cujo,
They're a little potent.
can I make a survival or perception check to look for like any kind of signs of game?
Sure. I'll say make me a survival check.
I can assist with that if you want.
Sweet. I'm definitely gonna want that assistance. That first roll was a 2. All right, Cujo, these brand new dice you gave me, the whole
Yeah.
set's going in jail.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well,
I've rolled 3
Good
times.
choice. Good choice, Cujo.
I've rolled a 1
Wow.
and a 2 and a 3.
Well, at least they're consistent.
Well, you
Yeah.
were getting there.
Yeah.
just
The
give
third
it
one was a
17.
2.
Give it 17 rolls, and then you'll get a natural 20. Well, you move with Coco, and with the hunting experience that the two of you possess, you sort of get into that mode, and you start quietly moving through the forest in front of you. Unfortunately, could be possibly due to the weather, could be due to current situation, could be that you've been traveling for a while. Every time you set sight on game, it's like it knows and scampers off. further away from you.
That's all I
You've
really wanted to
seen-
know.
Okay.
But
well,
I can
fine.
see some.
You can
Well,
definitely see some, yes.
Okay.
Can I use a perception to see what kind of game it is?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oof. Got 10.
With a 10, you think you see a rabbit? Maybe it was a squirrel?
Okay.
It moved so quickly that it was very difficult to see what it was.
Okay. Thank you.
Considering the rain has started, as we get into the forest, I want to use Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours. Just one of the
Okay.
so kind of just take a moment, stop, and same way an animal would kind of sniff the air, just kind of
Mhm.
sense and just cast and see if what comes out of it. What is it gonna look like for, well, at least the near future?
And that's just something you can do, yeah?
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so it's a little sensory effect, so it will manifest something appropriate to the
Okay. Um,
get blasted by a tornado. It's like,
you you cast Druidcraft, and in your hands appear two large, almost like imitation trees, if you will, but with very clear, big leaves to almost provide a canopy. And you think, in your Druidcraft, the tops of these trees are a little wet. And it's not coming from the rain that's directly above you. Basically signifying to you that this storm that's coming in, it's going to be here for a while.
it's gonna be a doozy. Okay. Well, it looks like we may want to settle in. I don't think the weather's going to get any better. And while we'll have to push through it at some point, we're gonna have probably at least a day until this blows through, assuming it is natural.
And really quick, where exactly are we at?
So if you're, I believe I activated the,
That purple. Okay.
yes.
That like little purple circle.
No. So that was where you guys, where the Citadel was. That's where you fought Diablos. You guys are at this point right here. You see my marker?
Mm-hmm.
Right
Perfect.
about here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I was like, are we up in the mountains? I was like, I thought that's where Diablos was, and
I mean,
I'll
I think we're
go
kind of
back to the shadows.
paralleling
Yeah.
that, but I mean, perhaps if while we're in here, maybe Blitz friend will be able to make some progress.
I can check with them at any point.
I think maybe once a day. I know you check in with him every morning, right?
Well, yeah, but that just feels polite.
Set
It
an
is polite.
alarm to bug Kefka about making an airship.
Well, I know
He's less grumpy at night. Maybe I should do it before bed.
I mean, I think he'll let you know once he's determined if it's possible and what it'll take.
Hopefully. I mean, I suppose we're on our way either way, but one way will just take a little longer.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we need the ship in the meantime, he said it can be summoned on any body of water.
Okay.
So,
Well, as soon as we get far enough down south,
not that
and
I, yeah, not that I know about any lakes or ponds or anything, but
Just as a point of order, you guys are right along that tree line, and immediately to the north a little bit is the ocean. So you could just call in Kefka's ship whenever at this current time. If you really venture into the forest itself, then it might be a little bit more difficult to do.
Well, I thought our
Suppose if
plan was to
were
head
gonna-
south to this
The river.
river
Yeah.
slash
Yeah.
lake south
think
of
that is, yeah.
Iagarth.
Yes,
Yeah,
because Martressus is probably going to get us killed.
Yeah, I feel like there was discussion about how we could sail around and then it would be bad because we die.
well, I suppose if we get to the river, we could summon it and sail up the river.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So long as the river is wide enough.
and deep enough.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Ain't no valley low.
I'll be here if you need me.
All right.
But yes, that is your current situation.
So, should we try to make camp then and sit out the storm?
Yeah, I think that would be. Do we want to press to continue in toward where the ruins that we found previously are, or do we want to camp someplace a little further out and maybe wait until tomorrow to venture there that way?
Well, wasn't there something large and
Well, maybe not unfriendly, just sort of aggressive.
I mean, I suppose it would be safer in the trees, or it would keep us drier. I don't know about safer. It's up to everybody else. I'm not really,
Don't
you
forget,
know,
it's more than just the two of us this time.
that's true. But I'm not so big, and that thing was really big, and, I don't really want to be stepped on like an ant.
No, will you make sure that you're not stepped on like an ant? But it does have, well, I vaguely remember there being a building, and buildings are helpful.
Well, like in the Temple of Midgardsormr, maybe we can find something to help us in there as well.
I was just thinking roof.
Keep hitting it.
This is like a cold rain. This is probably crappy rain, isn't it?
Feels like the rain we've had here today. It's cold as fuck.
It is a bit of a cold rain. Also, internet, I am dog sitting. Therefore, there is a dog, and he barks at air masses, leaves, the wind. Who knows? Just bear with me.
In here.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
good.
didn't hear.
Good, because he's
Yep.
like barking like a
exclusively
madman
heard
in the
him.
next room.
My dog is sleeping on the couch behind me.
Very nice. You. Sorry, you could tell
Rose's
his
boyfriend
barking.
is peeking at the door.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if he's crawling, here he goes.
The least inconspicuous. Like, wow.
It
Like he just
it really
galloped
works
across
when
the
his
floor.
ass is in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, can you get me? I'm like, what? There are 3 bookcases. What? Which book?
There's dozens of them
Throw
right
the
here.
precious.
I don't know which one you're reading right now.
You begin pressing through the tree line, and you can see that the land beneath you gets a little uneven as you are now crossing across tree roots and general branches and debris. Everybody make me a perception check.
13.
10.
12.
10. Ugh.
18.
Okay. So The first thing that everybody notices is that the sound of the rain slowly fades entirely as you step into this forest. You can hear some of the nighttime insects. You hear a breeze moving through the trees. But no rain comes down upon you. And the low-hanging thin mist that you had spotted from the outskirts, now that you're in it, slowly is replaced by these small little motes of pleasant, warm light. No brighter than a candle flame, that sort of just hang in the air and move with the breeze.
Are the little moats like, are they up high? Or are they?
They're all over the place. So we'll say that there's one that's like moving very
Can I
slowly, like right in front of you.
try to, like lightning bug, like try to catch it?
What's your AC?
14.
14. Hold, please. You take 1 point of lightning damage as the little creature that you like playing with. You just feel it in your palms and kind of have to shake off that numb feeling before the moat returns to its blissful drifting.
Don't touch him. It zapped me.
I would probably zap a stranger too if they randomly tried to grab me.
I just wanted to see what it was.
You could have asked.
Do they talk?
Won't know until you find it, until you ask.
Is there another one close to me?
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you have speech?
It sort of picks up in speed and sort of dances in front of you, but doesn't verbally give any sort of indication.
Do you understand us?
Again, it sort of dances in front of you.
Sorry, I tried to grab
Yes.
you.
It whirls around your head for a moment before it returns back into the air.
Well, they seem friendly, I
They
think.
could accept your apology.
We're just looking for a place to get out of the rain.
The rain is,
Yeah, the rain stopped, didn't it?
well, it's at
Yeah.
least
Well, it's not raining in here, so
The moat, again, dances around Flit a couple times before it comes to a slow hover right in front of Flit's face before it starts floating in a particular direction. Straight in a direction.
I think it wants us to follow.
I think you're right.
it's not the worst thing we followed.
Mm.
Flit will start off after it.
The looks can be
That
deceiving.
concerns me.
Which part? The part where it's not the worst thing we followed, or
That one, yes, decidedly.
You all, I assume everybody follows behind Flit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You all
yeah.
continue
She didn't
forward.
wait.
You all
got little legs
continue.
though.
You continue moving through the woods, and you find that the pace that this teeny little moat is going is just slightly faster than a relaxed pace. So you kind of have to push yourselves to keep up with where this thing is taking you. And you watch as, sort of like the game Snake, you follow and go around one tree, double back, and then move around another tree, and then have to double back again until you realize you're in this sort of maze that this little moat is leading you through.
Um, Is you used the word maze. Is the forest getting thicker?
Make a perception check.
Excuse me, Mr. Lightball, are you making sure that we're not being followed? Or
That is a 24.
Okay. First, Flit. It doesn't seem to react any differently to that question. It just sort of continues forward. Renulphus, as you continue moving through, you kind of glance around and you do notice the forest getting a little bit thicker the further you travel.
Is it to the point where we could not easily find our way back to where we started?
What was your roll again?
24.
With a 24, you're pretty confident you can lead your group back out of the forest safely. Um, but only just so.
Um, I am going to. As we travel, I am going to be reaching out, and every 15, 20 feet or so, I'm going to start snapping tree branches to try and like leave leave breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And as I begin doing this, I am likely in the back of the group,
Mhm.
just trying to like watch and keep eyes on everybody. Who is closest to me?
That's up to you guys on how you want to decide your marching order.
I'm probably up front, Glyflit.
I can hang back with you. Keep track.
Um, I will, as you see me begin doing this, I lean down a bit to you and to directly quote Star Wars. I have a very good feeling about this. No need for alarm. Uh, no, I have decidedly, I have a bad feeling. I feel as though we're being led somewhere that we do not wish to be.
I feel like that in most of this land that I've come to. Can I do a? Damn it! The answer is gonna be probably a nature check, and I'm not good at it. Um, but I'm trying to figure out if she's ever. Some of the animals may not be indigenous to her island, so they may not have the same animals. But she wants to know if she's ever researched like what this thing could possibly be.
I am going to say make a history check.
Okay, not good at those either, despite the character I
Okay.
built, but
Well,
that's fine.
I tried. Okay.
Appreciate the
I made it
help there.
not nature.
11.
With an 11, the things that come to mind from your home. I mean, it could either be some sort of arcane phenomena. It could be a will-o-wisp. It could be a teeny little fey creature. It could be a number of different things. Unfortunately, it's difficult to really peg what this specifically is, given your limited exposure to these little motes of light.
Okay. I'll turn to Renalphus and just say, how much longer do we continue to follow this thing before we decide we've gone too far to return?
As I snap another tree branch, Cujo, can I take a look behind me? And try and like spot the last 3 or 4 tree branches that I've snapped.
Make a perception check.
No.
Okay.
That was a 9.
With a 9, you glance back, and you remember your steps that you took, and you think you remember where you snapped those twigs, but you can't spot the broken branches.
Um, I as I snap another one, not quite ready to give up on that tactic, I kind of heft my glaive with my other hand and say, were it solely up to me, uh, I would say we've gone too far already. I don't like being led. I don't like being led to a secondary location. Never go to a secondary location.
There's some agreement in that.
Yeah.
At this point, and I know that Court is checking on the little one that we heard singing so beautifully.
He was singing the song of his people because someone must have walked by the door.
That'll happen.
Oh, yours
I get
does
the
that
same
too,
way.
huh?
Or he had a dream and woofed himself awake.
Oh, puppy. All good?
Yeah, I think somebody walked by. People have been like walking by all day, but making a lot of noise, and it scares him. So he lets people know that somebody is here.
Protecting the house.
Yeah.
Just
Which is funny because he would just lick you and beg for treats if you walked in. You know, like he would wag his whole body and be like, "Hi, new friend."
Cute. It's at this point that all of you start to hear in the distance somewhere a beautiful singing. It's these pretty notes that sort of reach your ears from somewhere deep within the forest.
Can I do some sort of like a religion check or something to that effect, to see if I remember any stories about a siren or something to that effect?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a history check.
Oof.
What language is the song in?
3. Oh.
With a 3, you did hear one story from Brotrack about how he totally got roped into a relationship with someone, and he often called her the siren.
Different siren.
Oh. Oh. I wonder if it's her.
Yeah.
I still
toxic.
pull out the hammer. Just
Yeah. You definitely recall there being some toxicity involved with that relationship. Some manipulation, that sort of thing.
Without context, I'm just starting pulling my hammer. Bro Track has always been attracted to crazy. I get it, but still.
He's got pee pee poo poo at the ready.
What
right.
is happening? Did you guys eat
Tina
the
has.
berries?
Were the berries delicious? I saw you picking them.
They have a kick. They have a kick. I would suggest maybe not having them at least while we're trying to walk. A little.
Like Tina said, do we recognize the language that the song is in?
You actually don't hear language itself. You just hear this open mouth, just like this beautiful note being carried through the air. That's the most singing you're getting out of me tonight, by the way.
Beautiful.
go away.
Only as a
That was
fusion.
beautiful.
Well,
Oh,
I
no.
want you all to know that I now have a third entry in our list of T-shirt designs that I've been building for each character. Boykin is "You shall fall to my family's hammer, pee pee poo poo."
Is that like a translation? Is this one of those
Yeah.
translation errors? Does
Yeah,
it
it'll
sound better
be
in Dwarvish?
yeah, it'll be written in Dwarvish runes, but the Dwarvish runes look really close to pee pee poo poo in common.
Somebody forgot to put the accent on the.
Oh, is it one of the ones with the squiggle
You-
underneath?
Mhm.
Forget
You're
it
missing one umlaut, and the whole word changes.
Oh no.
In dwarven, it translates to ass kicker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um. So should we hide? I don't.
From what?
From whatever is singing at us. Does the
Generally
singing
hide from
appear
things that
or
sing
sound
at
like
you?
it's getting closer?
No, it doesn't sound like it's moving by any means. The longer you follow the moat, you are starting to hear it get a little bit louder.
Oh.
I do sometimes take caution when I've clearly been led somewhere and I don't know where.
Cujo, I am readying a you said the force is getting thicker here, right?
Yes.
And continuing to do so.
Yes.
I have my glaive like fully at the ready.
Okay. Arsinoe stated you guys are going to move quietly. Everybody on board with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I will need stealth checks from everybody.
Manner of
Nice and
disclosure. I was gonna say we're gonna attempt.
My dice are such
Oh, shit.
dicks.
What? What?
I cast guidance on myself for this stealth check.
13 for me. I had to roll at disadvantage because of my
Alright.
armor.
10.
23.
Nice.
Uh,
Did you say 1?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have a
Armor.
minus, so it's still just a 1.
Got it.
Coco got an 18.
Coco.
Renulfus got a 24.
Damn.
Well, Renulfus doesn't really have to do much. He has to just sit there and not move.
That's fair. I will say that the majority of you pretty good at being light on your feet, especially in this circumstance. You know to step on the tree roots themselves. Get your feet away from the grass where hidden twigs or anything could be. So you're moving relatively quietly until Boykin, trying to mimic that, goes to take a step, but does that thing where you know when you're going upstairs and the tip of your toes hit the stair that you're passing, so you do that little stumble.
Oh.
That little stumble then kind of collides with Malice, who's directly in front of him, causing her to step weirdly. And Chio, as you are trying to stay quiet and comfortable with the group, as you watch them sort of start to fall over, you reach out to grab and you get pulled purely by the weight of Boykin's armor, and the three of you just.
Is it like
Was that
sound
loud?
like a big old crash of like pots and pans falling
Yeah.
off the shelf?
It sounded like my kitchen cabinet just like got upended and everything just clattered to the ground.
Does the little moat keep going or does it stop like WTF?
It keeps going.
Better not be. Is that shit judgmental?
All the motes form a ha ha,
It's just like a laughing mouth in the air at us, and then it just keeps
a
going.
laughing emoji.
Well, I
Crying.
guess we announced ourselves.
That wasn't.
Yeah, I
the goal.
abandoned stealth at that point.
I mean, to
I
be
will say-
fair, this place is obviously, well, different. I think we
Did
announced
that-
ourselves when we started following the lights.
Well, it felt like we were being watched anyway. Now it feels like we're definitely being watched.
And in that same vein, along the breeze, you hear in the direction you're going, hello?
Do all of us hear it?
Hello?
Mm-hmm. It is the same singing voice. They have since stopped and just sort of inquire from a distance. Oh, my apologies. I wasn't expecting visitors. Oh, please, step through. And just sort of gestures, or rather, you don't see it, but the motes all at this point start drifting in a particular direction.
And who
Well-
we weren't expecting to encounter anyone. Might you be?
Oh, sorry, it's been quite some time since I've carried a conversation with mortals. My apologies. I am what they call the siren.
Just stops.
I
Glances
believe
around.
believe you might know my brother, Brotrak. Did you maybe date him at one point? I I don't think I really ever met the siren, but he talks about you fondly, so I don't know if there's still something there, but I'm his brother. He's a real nice guy. Sometimes he's kind of a dum dum, but
Keeps
anyway, I'm
going.
Boykin. I look
Just like
nice
the
voice.
back of the head.
Oh,
That sound familiar? Oh, siren.
Oh shit! Sorry, Boykin just going on and on and on. It's really fucking funny. Make me
just half-ass wingman attempt.
make me
You met Boykin?
make me a history check.
Cujo, I would like to do the same thing. Do I get advantage due to my Hunter's Bane to recall information about Fey, fiends, or undead?
Yes, you do.
I don't like any of those categories. So
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Do you want me to play by the rules or not? Jimmy,
Sorry, what
text
were the
him.
categories again?
Fey, fiend, or undead.
I'll say it like this, Cujo. If the creature is a Fey, fiend, or undead, my history check is a 4. Or I'm sorry, if it is a Fey, fiend, or undead, it is a 12.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a 4.
wow.
So
Really
like,
bad
what's
roll.
the other number?
Oh man. Okay. Arsinoe, what did you get?
17.
Okay. No.
Sorry.
I'm good.
You're just so cozy and warm in your
I
sweatshirts.
love this. It's like perfect. I'm just the interior is so nice and cozy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll say that both of you. What information specifically? So I know Arsinoe, you said, does this sound familiar? Meaning, like, have you heard the siren before?
Have I heard of the siren before? Is it a religious entity? Is it somebody that heard of the generals maybe? Like anything that
Sure. I'll say you recognize that the siren is actually a part of the pantheon. You've heard of some, well, they call it worship sessions, but in reality, it's basically a bar crawl, where even under the oppression of the Whispered One and the Horde and everything like that, there are still some sort of like prohibition that have an underground communication where they set up parties where they can drink, relax, be merry with each other. And you have heard the term the siren mentioned in the same vein as those meetups.
Sirens.
Did you just say sirenscapes? Renulphus.
Yeah.
Were you also looking for similar information as well?
Kind of. First point of information would be, is just on the word siren in this context. Is that a moniker or title, or is that a classification?
Given how she said it, it sounded like it was a moniker.
Okay.
Sort of like how Midgard Stormer is also called the World Serpent. The entity is referred to as the Siren. I'd say with a 12. Yeah, I'd say that's the most that you get.
Okay.
Before we continue, I'm going to step away for a moment, make sure Teddy gets his dinner and all that stuff. So give me 2 seconds. I apologize. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Rhode Island. It's neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
Oh, that just like threw me back about like a decade and a half. So
So
the Church of the Siren, I would like to join this. I'm just saying right now.
I would like to know if anyone here has been to Rhode Island.
I have not.
Design stuff for Rhode Island. I've never been there. Actually, I got a Rhode Island gift pack for Christmas from my Rhode Island sales manager, and I will show you the Rhode Island stuff, such as, but not limited to, coffee syrup,
Okay.
clam cakes.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Some pizza crust. Yes. A can of chopped clams.
Yeah.
Ew.
Once again,
Yeah,
tracks.
Yep. Hot wiener sauce spice mix.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I wasn't expecting it. Is really what it
There was
was.
a pause.
No one
didn't
expects
need it.
the hot wiener.
Nobody.
Anyway, and then some different
Then you
mixes.
just said hot wiener sauce, and it was just like
It says
made
hot
it
wiener
worse.
sauce. It
Alright,
says hot
I will be
wiener
right
sauce
back.
spice mix.
I now need to step away.
Was it because of the hot wiener sauce?
Sam's like, speaking of hot wieners, I'll be right back.
Yeah, guys, I need to step away from.
Yeah.
Make sure to turn off your microphone.
Yeah.
Yes, always.
I don't know anything else about Rhode Island to keep this conversation going.
Literally
that's
the only
that's my
thing that I
expertise.
know about the state of Rhode Island is that it was the setting for the Jim Carrey movie Me, Myself, and Irene.
It is small. It is.
Yes, it is also the smallest state. Smallest in area, not smallest in population.
Wyoming is smaller in population.
Well, that's because Wyoming is a myth. It doesn't.
Yeah,
really
Wyoming's not a
exist.
real state.
It's like Brigadoon.
The entire state of Wyoming is a hoax.
Yeah.
What is there?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Yellowstone.
Okay, it's all just Yellowstone.
I don't think it's all Yellowstone. I think there's some just random land there as well.
It's random
No.
land.
There's
I think
nothing there.
part of the Rockies are up in there.
It's
I've
a
technically
hoax
driven through a
perpetrated
corner of
by
Wyoming.
big government.
Right? Stop giving in to big government, okay? And the conspiracies. The Illuminati wants you to think that Wyoming exists, okay?
to make a conspiracy, I would. Why?
Make a better one than like
Then Wyoming, yeah,
Then
a lot of
Wyoming?
people would.
Here's the thing.
But that was the
There's-
only one left.
But there's a part of me that also would want to make a stupid conspiracy just to mess with people. Like, it would be so dumb. Everyone would be like, that can't be real. That can't
You mean
be a
like how the
thing."
vaccine magnetizes you?
oh my
I still want
god.
my 5G. So
I was supposed to give
Yeah.
mutant powers.
yeah,
Right?
I know,
If
I
it
was really
magnetized me,
disappointed.
I would become Magneto.
Like,
What? I mean, I got like boosters and everything. Like, why don't I have like is
and we got one of our
Yeah,
boosters
I got
at Costco.
boosted
We should have got
twice
powers
and
in
still no
bulk.
5G. What gives?
Yeah.
I
call
was
about
promised
this?
5G.
Was
I li-
5G.
I
I was
like-
promised like I would be able to like attract things and like move them with
Mhm.
my mind.
Yeah, what a
And all I got was
letdown.
this like sore arm
Maybe
and a
that's
bruise.
maybe that's our 6G upgrade. You know, I
I
guess we
was
have to like
promised
That's
5G,
what
and
they
all I
keep you
got
to-
was enzymes.
It's like how they get you to keep going. They just keep promising.
Sam,
that
could you
way.
hear us the whole time?
Yes, I
don't
could.
know.
It's actually a subscription service, which is why you have to go back.
It-
Otherwise, they stop
Damn
at
it.
5G.
Oh,
right, Kuja, just
I
come
have
out
to
of your
upgrade
nose.
my tier. Is
No,
that what
I'm
it
good.
is? Like I need
Yeah.
to get.
You missed the hot wiener
Yeah.
sauce talk.
Yeah.
Damn it! Again?
Ryan was like, I got hot wiener sauce from my boss, and Sam was like, oh, I'll be right back.
So I'm calling
He said
HR.
hot wiener, and like there was
It's a pause, okay?
And then it was
Sauce.
just
Okay.
followed up with sauce. And that didn't help.
It really doesn't help. No,
Listen,
it's-
we have to
It's
save
so
that for
much
the
better.
OnlyFans.
We'll just save that for the next live session.
Yeah.
This
decisions
spring.
and feet picks, like
decisions and hot wiener sauce.
yeah, decisions hot wiener sauce.
Every time you roll a one,
Decisions
you have
and
to
ding
look
dong
at,
wrestling.
every time you roll a one, you then have to do like a wild magic surge, but instead of like D&D stuff, you look at like a weird like kink and then have to do something involved with that.
No, I don't
No,
like
you
that
have
game.
to describe it.
I dislike
to-
that game greatly.
Yeah.
Or we just do
Anyway.
shots every time you roll a one.
Oh god, I'll be drunk so fast.
I'd roll like 2 ones and be like under the table.
Decisions and drunk asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd roll like 5 and be like, I'm still thirsty.
Maybe that's a stretch goal for this year.
God.
Decisions and drunk
Alcohol
asses.
poisoning?
Yeah.
Within reason, half shots.
You know, different people can set different goals, Cujo.
That's fair. I do like the idea of introducing did you roll a natural one? Welcome to my lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's not enough Malort in the world for the amount of natural ones I roll.
that's fair.
Seriously, poor Sam would get alcohol poisoning. We'd
So
have to like
fast.
call the ambulance.
So fast.
Hey. You want to play?
Oh,
I'm so glad you
wait.
didn't introduce me and Tina to Malort when we were there.
Oh, but
I am
then
not
There's
Sam, you'd
always
get to
this
that,
year.
Sam, you would get to that point where you would have to sweat all the alcohol out, and then you would
No.
just sweat
But-
Malort.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's arguably worse.
Somebody said it smelled. I didn't like savor any of it when I took that shot a couple weeks ago. Somebody said it smelled like wet dog. I was like,
Considering I've been around a wet dog all day because
Yeah,
of the
the
snow,
snow.
I can confirm. It's disgusting. But right now, all of the motes that are within your perception are all moving in a particular direction, in the direction that you all have been heading. You've been beckoned by a voice, seemingly stating that they are the siren. What do you do in this moment?
So we know that she is one of their pantheon, correct? We've
Yes.
discerned that. And
Allegedly.
I am aware, very aware, that their pantheon is not fond of my friend.
Mm.
I'll look at Arsene away because she's like, kind of a holy person.
Sure.
And Malice, who I trust with everything else. Maybe I shouldn't go first. I mean, I understand that he's caused some trouble in the past. I know that not everybody is exactly fond of my patron, and I don't think we should risk making this nice forest lady mad.
Okay.
Did you all want me to go talk to her? I mean, bro track smoothed her over. I'm sure I could.
You know what? At this point, go for it.
All right.
Oh God, I follow him.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh God.
Lord.
Okay.
Boykin, you are the first to step through.
Mhm.
You see these moats pass through this sort of large bit of bush in front of you. You climb through to an open stone garden, mostly overtaken by moss and by nature itself. But this garden has an opening into the night sky, which, for the first time in about 10 years, you can see the moon and the stars in the sky. The moonlight is lighting this beautiful sort of nature garden in front of you, where you can see um, several idols looking like that they represent either instruments or uh, big old like flower pots that have been long since destroyed, but some semblance of their construction remains. And seated upon a what looks to be a large statue of some ancient hero is a woman wearing a very long white gown, almost like a toga sort of scenario,
Mhm. Mhm.
um, that sort of billows lightly in the breeze. She has a silver harp in her hand, and she lightly, you know, plays around with it. And you hear the musical notes sort of hauntingly fill the space around you. And you can see that she's got long, sort of like a dirty blonde hair that's sort of, again, like her dress, lightly billows in the breeze. And
Mhm.
she's got these bright blue eyes that sort of match the color of the moonlight shining down upon you all. And she looks in your direction. Oh, hello. You must be the one who referred to a bro track?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm Boykin. I can I just say I don't know what is more divine, seeing the sky and the stars and the moon, or just you and your presence. It's I can understand why my brother was so infatuated and would just not shut up about you.
Well, I must confess, and this we'll say this as the rest of you are sort of walking in and seeing this. I have no idea who Brotrack is. I don't mean to cause any um
Oh, no, no,
let
it's
down
okay.
feelings or anything. I've just never encountered a mortal in quite some time.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I guess Brotrack's a pretty forgetful person. He's just kind of a box of rocks sometimes, and no, nice enough, of course. But so anyway, yeah, I'm Boykin.
Welcome, Boykin. And may I know the rest of your party's names?
Well, to be honest, I'll let them introduce themselves as they come on in. I don't
And
know.
she
Is
lightly
everybody in?
nods. I'll say at this point, everybody is.
Yeah, I would have dismounted from Coco before entering.
You can see
The
that Coco is staring daggers at the siren.
Snow.
minute we enter this clearing, I want to throw up divine sense.
Okay.
And anything affected by the hollow spell, any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet, I'll know the type if there is something. I want some reassurance that this is a
The rest of you kind of, glance up at Coco, who's glaring, and sort of get taken into that moment just as Malice holds onto her holy symbol and concentrates. And just as the siren is welcoming you all, Malice, you feel a chill run down your spine, as this is not celestial and not undead. Almost as you focus in, sort of similar to like Daredevil's vision, that whenever it is displayed in the movies or whatever, you can see a form that is truly terrifying in the siren's place, with many legs that is hulking. But then you open your eyes, and again, this beautiful woman is lightly playing the harp, sort of providing some ethereal, I guess, ambiance to your arrival.
shit.
So, what has brought you all to my temple?
We're simply traveling and found our way in this direction. We didn't mean to intrude.
By no means, no intrusion had happened. You are all welcome. If I may be of service, I'd be happy to provide you all with a rest, some nourishment, whatever you would like.
Cujo, can I do I remember it. I don't remember how I know it. Or if Chio knows it or if Rhodes knows it. I guess a history check or religion, I don't know. Like, most of the pantheon in this world is dead, missing, gone, right? And, like, Chio would know that. Yes, that's not a Rhodes thing?
Go ahead and make me a history check. This is going to be based on what information you were given before heading out to this continent.
Okay. 12.
With a 12, yeah, I'll give it to you. You do remember. Now, Yoshino does have its own patron deity that does reside somewhere on the large island. But before coming out here, you did specifically receive intel that many of the pantheon of this continent are either locked beyond the material plane, missing, possibly corrupted. You're not quite sure the specifics of each one, but yes, it is. That was specifically told to you.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure what I was thinking worked with the character.
Sure.
Who would I be closest to at this point? Probably Flit, who was going up ahead. Probably Arsinoe.
Yeah. I feel like we fell into step
once,
behind or in front of Flit.
yeah.
Once
Boykin went. I think I will, as soon as I realize that this is whether it's an illusion or something is being masked. Just reach out just to give Arsinoe just like a tap sort of on the wrist. You'll just see her give like a slight look at the siren. Just give a shake of her head. This is not what we think.
No, she'll give like a slice of.
I mean, truth be told, we were looking for a way to escape the rain. Which seems to
What
have
rain?
gone.
She looks up at the beautiful night sky above.
Where we came from, it was a rather intense storm. But it seems that, I don't know, was this you, the forest, making this,
Yes, this is one of my rather consistent enchantments upon my domain.
hmm,
All who enter find comfort from whatever ails them outside these woods.
that's quite generous.
In these trying times, it is important to lead with love.
Not have said it better. Okay, things with many legs. Do I know anything about things with many legs?
Make a.
Or am I just like, wow, huge insect? F this. We're out,
I
guys.
mean,
That's also fair.
That's
make
Eh,
make me a religion check.
Religion? I don't do religion.
I'm sorry, paladin.
I don't do religion. I don't do that.
You
Yeah,
don't
you would
do
think, but no.
religion.
Clerics, 13.
13. I just caught starfish in the chat. Alcohol poisoning? Please no. Um, I'm sorry, you said 17?
Now 13.
13. With a 13, something fiendish with many legs, there are a number of things that do come to mind. Um, but
Bad.
specifically matching that sort of aura you were getting, uh, doesn't really match anything.
So, I have to ask, since you asked my name, and I don't want to be rude. What is your name?
Oh, I apologize. Again, my exposure to mortals of late has been rather limited. My name is Sylvestrin.
Sebastian. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you. And as she speaks, she waves her hand, and slowly rising from the ground is a vine that then bows out, almost like a wine glass shape. And you watch as the nature like, vine like texture slowly disappears and is replaced by glass, and it slowly fills with a wine that matches the same color of the berries that you guys have encountered in this forest. And she says, by all means, whatever refreshment I can provide is yours.
I will speak up and say, we appreciate your hospitality, but that that won't be necessary.
She
We're
sort of cocks her
we
head.
were just passing through the forest, um, and won't be staying long.
Well, surely you must be tired. It is quite an arduous travel through these woods, I do say so myself. And any mm, respite I can provide is surely welcome to you, this being offered by a god. And she says that last word with a little weight to it.
Can I make an insight check?
Go for it.
In my mind, while we're standing here, and I'm watching since I'm right by Malice and Arsinoe, do I see when Malice
Yeah.
can I in my head talk to Kefka? Just say, Mr. Kefka,
Yes, darling.
um, there's a woman in the forest calling herself the Siren, but Malice says it's not her. And she said her name is. Oh God, I keep going to
Sylvestrin.
I was gonna say Sorvelin, and I knew that was not correct.
That's not right at all.
It's your turn to get that messed up now.
And well, she looks like a real pretty lady, but I don't think that's what Malice saw.
Ah, my dear, dear Sylvestrin. As you have that response from Kafka, Renalphus, what was your insight?
13.
With a 13, you get the hint that she's like trying to coax you to stay. What do you say in response?
Ooh, that 8 charisma. I will say,
Say that. That's not anything.
Renalphus says, "Fuck you, bitch, we out." No.
Dynamite role playing happening here tonight, guys.
Shit. Your hospitality is greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, we must be going. And I am going to put a hand on. I got really long arms. I'm gonna put a hand, probably initially aiming for Boykin's shoulder, but it's probably gonna land on top of his head. I'm just gonna reach over whoever is between the two of us, and I'm going to like. I'm not gonna like. I'm not face masking the dwarf, but I'm gonna like try and like lead him back. All right, it's time to go. We shouldn't be here.
When Renalphus reaches up, Flit will use that opportunity and kind of like reach up and grab Malice's hand and kind of like subtly kind of go, and she'll cast guidance on your hand just in case. So you get a D4.
Not all of you, just that hand.
Yeah, just your hand. It's your sword hand.
Anything you do with that hand, you're going to get a little bit of bonus.
It's your sword hand. You get a D4.
Hang on, I gotta go.
She'll cast guidance though, just in case. And then just be like, Mr. Magester, what do you know about Sylvestrin? Almost said Sorvelin again.
She was quite psychotic. And as he says that, you hear from Sylvestrin, well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping this would go a little bit easier, but I can see you're a little stubborn. And as she speaks, she drops the harp, reaches up with her hands, and rips the facade of the beautiful elven woman in two, and replaced is
23 for initiative.
Okay. And replaced is this deep gray green hairy carapace that slowly just spawns forth one gigantic leg spawning from the opening, then another, until this horrific nightmare spidery creature sort of fully spawns and sits on the statue. Now, give me a moment so I can set up the scene.
I still can't
Well,
get Foundry to
Bro
load.
Track
Like
said
I'm
you were
logged in,
Tracy,
but it
but
won't
jeez.
load.
No. Shit. I don't know.
Like I
I
was able
mean-
to get logged in, but it's literally
Okay.
just sitting there loading.
You can't just refresh.
No.
I'm sure you've tried that.
Yeah, I even cleared all of my browser and everything. like that.
Yeah, let me try in different browser and see if maybe that will do it.
Did you try closing the cup holder on your computer?
Yeah,
Couple
I did.
Okay.
I
let's
even
see.
spilled a little bit of my soda on it to see if that would work.
Just water it a little.
Yeah. Are you thirsty?
I mean, maybe your computer's just overheating. Just pour some water.
Just right in there.
Yeah, just right in there. Cool that bad boy
Man.
off.
I am uncomfortable with this conversation. Right. We'll do that there.
I saw a picture online once of like it was one of those clickbait articles that I fall for every single time. Like wild and crazy computer fails. And it was a picture of somebody's motherboard that they had put a candle on top of their computer and the computer got hot, the tower got hot, and all the candle wax melted through the vents and just coated the innards of this computer, ruining it. It was a lot of things, none of them good.
Cool.
All right. So we still have to figure out how to share the battlefield with Court.
Do you want to try refreshing, like closing yours
Closing mine and then rebooting
and then
it.
rebooting it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let us know when
Like I don't have any other games uploading and I closed out of Steam, so like I'm not sure what's going on. Like there's just certain things that aren't loading.
All right. I've rebooted and gone back into the scene.
Let me see if I can get mine. Yeah, it's like it's not loading the screen itself. I can log in, but and I don't get anything beyond that.
Yeah, same.
Stupid question. Do you get a just like a dark square?
I get it basically, yeah, it's basically a browser square that is big and dark.
Yeah, I just get the gray like background.
Yeah.
I can see the
Oh.
window frame, but
Stupid question. Are you just not looking at this at the map? Like, are
There's
you
no
just
map.
like scrolled? Are you just scrolled too far to one side or something?
There's no
it's
scroll.
not even loading. Yeah, there's no scroll whatsoever.
There's no scroll. I don't have like my at the bottom where it would normally have my character stuff. I don't have that. I don't have the
Oh.
right sidebar.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Looks not there's just the like the anvil at the top left and that's it. It's like all the
Yeah, same.
no
That's all I have
content
as
in the
well.
frames.
Cujo, do you want to?
I
I'm gonna be
can.
running up and hitting things probably.
Sam,
So
you can see everything, right?
Yeah.
I know it's not entirely ideal, but Court and Tina, you could just watch the screen.
Well,
It would
you
just
get
be a
Twitch to
few
load early,
seconds
so let's see.
delayed.
Here's what I can do. Let me share the screen through Discord on my side. Sam, you're going to have to disable the show non-video participants so that way the layout and everything stays the same.
Hold, friends.
We'll get
Give me
it.
a moment.
Hashtag technologies.
Hopefully you don't have
So
too much hidden
awesome.
shit on there, Cujo. So we're gonna see everything.
Yeah.
Right. So what am I doing? I am
So in the
show
top
non-
right.
So turn off show non-video participants.
Yes.
Done.
Okay. I am now going to share that window.
Who is messing with their dice?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I was trying to see if maybe one of them would like not be a dick.
You just holding your dice up to your microphone, doing this with them in your hands.
No, like
or
my
something?
hands were way down here, so I didn't think it would pick it up. I'm sorry.
All right. Court and
It was,
Tina,
it
can you
was
see
fine
the
until
window?
it didn't.
Yeah.
stop.
I'm good.
Okay.
Did yours work, Tina?
No,
Okay.
no, please, nothing of mine works today. I think it's our internet. I think that
Honestly, we lost power the other night, and like our internet has been a little slow since then, but not terrible. So maybe we just need to restart everything again.
Yeah, give me a second.
Got it.
Um,
Yeah,
by
you're good.
lost power, we mean like all of a sudden at 11:30, the
saw-
transformers across the street blew up.
Literally blew up.
Oh, Jesus.
Saw the flashes of green out of our window.
One of the power poles snapped the transformer, and then it sent like a chain reaction of each one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Took out our entire neighborhood.
Which is funny because it wasn't even windy that night. Like,
No, it just
yeah, it was just done.
yes, I can see this lovely map here. It is beautiful. I wish it could be on my own computer, but that's okay.
All good. Flit, what is your initiative?
Okay, sorry.
You're good.
Miss Jackson.
Okay. Arsinoe.
17.
You know what? I'm skipping Renalphus because he wanted to interrupt my description. Malice.
7.
7. Boykin.
18.
I guess I'll ask Renalphus now.
23.
23. And I'm just going to have Coco go on your initiative as well.
You could also maybe
Can
like
you use
put my
guidance
character
on-
on there.
that's
Oh,
poor Theo.
shit.
Can you use guidance on initiative?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well,
This is on a what?
you know,
It
I'm
says
going to say no.
It's ability check.
So it would
Yeah.
be. I think that would count though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to one
initiative's
ability check
ability
of its
check.
choice.
You know
They
what?
can roll the
Fuck
die.
it. I'm going to make a ruling. Totally.
I know, like, because I know it doesn't
It's gonna
last
run
super
out
long,
anyway.
so if Malice can use it, might as well bump up her initiative a little.
That's
One
fair.
doesn't actually fit down the dice thing. Okay, we're not going to do that again.
Chio, what is your initiative?
Hot garbage. I mean 9.
Phoning it in.
No.
She's a monk plus 1 level of rogue. 9 is unacceptable.
Yeah.
So now it brings me up to 9. So I'd be the guidance.
Oh,
Your
got it.
dex is obviously better. So much.
Yeah. Yeah. How? You know what? Here.
You can put me down as.
I know. Yeah,
Just
I was
make
saying, I
us-
know it's
yeah.
Don't even
9.
worry.
Then let me do. No. There's a way to add something to my initiative list, wasn't there? Comment checker settings? No.
What? What are you
No,
trying to add?
trying to add.
I don't know.
How are we gonna add stuff?
Things?
Just an
Why?
additional initiative for something that's not on the screen.
Curiosity, have we slept since the last time we did a bunch of stuff?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
have?
we got a
Yes.
long
We
rest
had-
last time.
Yes.
Oh,
you
that's
did get a
good.
long
Yeah.
rest.
Got a long rest? Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The DM just said yes. So yes.
Then I'm gonna take
Yeah.
it.
Shut up and
Don't
hit the
worry,
long
guys,
rest
said
all my
we
button.
spell
already-
slots.
I'm just gonna take it. I'll take those spell slots back.
The teacher said we already took that test, so it's
Mhm,
fine.
So shut the fuck up. She forgot
She
to
said we
collect the
didn't have-
homework.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say she said we didn't have to turn in the homework.
Actually.
I'll
You know
just
what? I'd be
keep in
really
mind.
inspired by a pop quiz.
All right. You all can see.
I hate it.
I don't like it.
Glowing with some fiendish green energy, this gigantic spider is clutched on top of the statue, and you just hear, "It would have been so much easier if you'd come quietly."
Anything quietly.
All right, first up.
You've never met us before, have
Yeah,
you?
you clearly
true.
don't know who
Bro
we are.
track, you idiot.
I mean, this actually makes
Do you
sense
think
now.
different things of your brother now? Like, oh, I didn't realize he was
Oh.
into spiders.
Well, I knew he was a
Yeah,
leg
I didn't
man.
realize he was.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
This is
I
taking
I
you to a
realized he was
whole
into
level.
voluptuous spiders.
Didn't know he was so into hair.
Voluptuous
you can get some shit
spiders.
when we get back.
Renolfus, it is your turn.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, bonus action. Actually, let me make sure. Okay. All right. Bonus action, Crimson Right.
Okay.
I am going to activate the Rite of the Storm on my glaive.
Okay.
As a result, I deal a D8 necrotic damage to myself.
Roll high.
That is a 3, not bad. I am then, so that was a bonus action. Movement. I am only going to. God damn it.
I remember to start, actually unpause the game this time. I feel, accomplished.
Okay.
Good job.
So I am currently 15 feet away from it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna swing my glaive because it's long and my arms are long.
God damn it. I
That's what
gave
she said.
Dulcim a fucking yo-yo to fight with, and this is terrible.
So I am going to make. Where is my glaive? All right, I'm gonna make 2 attacks with my glaive.
Okay. No. Did it happen again?
Both attacks.
No. Okay. Dustin just rolled 2 natural ones to
Yep.
attack the spider.
Snake eyes on D20s.
Oh
Gotta love
no.
them.
Hey, Renolfus, what's your
Yeah.
AC?
My AC right now is 18.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I mean, I haven't had to use this in a while, but all 3 of those dice are in fucking jail.
No, buddy, no.
Again?
Oh no,
Another
fucking
one?
way. That was 3 natural ones in a row.
I mean, you might as well just go do 3 shots. Like, fuck it,
Yeah,
at this
make
point.
you feel better.
Buddy, I love you very dearly. That actually sounds like a really good idea. You are more than welcome to do 3 shots of alcohol that will help you perk up after that. Buddy.
All right,
Oh,
well,
buddy.
you roll damage on whatever that is. I'm gonna go find something.
Oh my god. Ooh. That is... Oh, that's the worst. Okay, well, I have his damage whenever he gets back.
I hear the freezer opening.
Well,
Is
that's
there
where you're
vodka in
supposed to
there?
keep the alcohol.
Yeah, I think there's peppermint schnapps.
Oh no, he's
Oh.
going right for peppermint.
I assume.
This
Okay.
really has him in a state.
don't know what's in there.
Well, for the rest of you,
Yes.
it was 10 points of piercing damage, followed by 12 points of poison damage, and he is considered poisoned.
Okay. You would be correct.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing was 10 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
followed by 12 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned. With this spider, because you fumbled to try to hit it those couple times,
Uh-huh.
she fights very intuitively. Where the second a swing goes wide, she reaches out with one of her spider legs and stabs you a little bit.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What is her reach
You don't
on
know?
her attacks?
I will say you could
I'm
tell that
15 feet from her.
she is a huge sized creature.
Okay.
She did, I will give you this, she did have to fully extend one of her spider legs to get you with that attack. But as I was saying, you can see that she fights very intelligently, where if a swing goes wide, she sneaks in a hit.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind as the battle continues. Does Coco do anything on your turn?
No.
Okay. Should Coco even be in the initiative?
Not unless the spider attacks Coco.
Okay.
Coco will be taking the dodge action every turn.
Sounds good. Flit, we come to you.
Cast fireball.
Okay.
It's 150-foot range. Believe I have the range. I will move away from just a little bit out of my party so I can maybe like in front of the stone between Boykin and Malice.
Okay. So, in between Boykin and Malice, so like right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then has 150-foot range. She
Okay.
has to make a dex save of 17.
That is a dirty 20 that I had rolled.
Okay, well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think she still takes half damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So. That's 8d6.
Dustin, I'll shake Ember's tail for good luck for you.
I love you, buddy.
Change it.
You know what
Change
I
the
need?
luck.
I need the Biven group and the Taldore group to meet up so that Renalphus can use Dermot's clockwork amulet that Faraday has never used
I
once.
have so.
That's a
Even
total
though
of
I made it specifically for her.
so a total of 30 fire damage, so she takes half that.
Okay.
And that was a 3rd level spell, so I need to roll.
Yes, I will need your wild magic.
And according to my last notes, I was up to a 4, so I think that's correct, but it's obviously from like the last time we did combat, which was a while ago.
4 sounds good.
So 4.
All right.
16.
With a 16, you are good. No wild magic happens. There is a cat currently happening on Brian's screen right now.
Solid.
I shook
I
the
will
tail for
blame-
good luck.
I will say Flit is in the one to blame for that, but that's a side note.
Yeah. So I'm up
yeah.
to 5 now.
Okay. Oh man. You let loose the small ember of flame that explodes, and you can see that she climbs to the side a little bit to avoid some of the impact, but you definitely see some of the flames sort of lick at her gross carapace flesh. And you hear multi-voice screech come from her. Well done. At initiative count 20, after Flit, the motes that were flying through the
Ah,
air
those.
swoop down and, like a tidal wave, go across you all. I am going to need Constitution saving throws from everybody.
Everybody who's
Con
near
saves.
Chio, Arsinoe, and Flit, and possibly Boykin,
Mhm.
will all get +4s to their con saves. I'm not sure if Boykin is within 10 feet or not.
Let me see.
You
5,
said
10
plus 4, Tina?
Yeah.
+4, yeah.
It's not one. It's not a D4. It's just plus. Just
it's
plus
plus
4.
4.
It's proficiency
Okay.
bonus. Yeah.
Fucking kidding me.
Again?
Four for
Sam, did you
4.
pass your curse?
I must
Wow.
have.
16.
Oh,
This is not. Sam, don't get me wrong, and I'm not minimizing your curse. I'm
I've never
acknowledging
rolled 4 ones in a row.
This is a new record for me.
This
That's
is a
pretty
new
I've
bad.
record.
done
Otherworldly.
3 before.
I was
I've
there for
never
that one.
done 4.
I'm actually kind of scared of Sam's power if she can do that.
Luckily, she can't control it yet.
Yeah, because otherwise I would do it while I DM. So, or I'd pass. Why
Yeah,
would
you
I
guys
pass it
don't
to
realize
Dustin?
this, but I did something to piss Sam off, and she could have just called the divorce lawyer, but
Better.
instead
She hit you where it
she
hurts.
put a fucking curse on me.
Which is
Yeah.
worse. All right. Arsinoe, what'd you get?
+4, 18.
Okay. You're good. You are going to take 3 points of lightning damage. Chio,
25.
you're good. You take 3 points of lightning damage. Boykin,
13.
with a 13, you take 7 points of lightning damage, and
Oh,
you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Question.
Answer.
I'm actually going to use. I am actually going to use. God, I had it up. I do apologize.
You're good.
I'm going to use
I think it's
Indomitable.
There you go. Go ahead and reroll your
And-
save.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh my god, Cat. Cat's like, I'm sorry, you can't
Ember.
reroll.
So that is
I'm
going to be. That is going to be 16 total.
16. Okay, so you take 3 points of lightning damage. You are not stunned.
Sweet.
Lit.
Ujo,
What'd you
it
get?
is worth noting that I got a 6 total.
Okay.
Okay.
16.
16. You take 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Malice.
23.
23. 3 points of lightning damage. My dear Renalphus. Renalphus takes 7 points of lightning damage,
Buddy.
and in addition to being poisoned, you find yourself stunned as the electric motes cause your body to go numb for a couple moments.
Okay. So I am poisoned and stunned. Cool.
It is Sylvestrin's turn. Oh, Teddy is sleeping right next to me. He's so cute. Sylvestrin sees that Renalphus is frozen and is going to move. Actually, no. She's not going to move. Or is she? Yeah, she's good.
I don't know, Cujo. Is she or isn't she?
Shut up! Right, Teddy?
I have enough going on. I don't need this kind of heartache.
All right, she's going to make 2 attacks on Renalphus at advantage because he is currently stunned.
Yep.
That is a 23 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
Far away am I from her?
Let's use the measuring thingy. There we go. So you are right here. She is, well, I mean, her hitbox is pretty much exactly 30 feet away from you.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'll just re-roll the whole thing then.
You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must reroll the d20 and use the lower roll. Yeah.
Okay. I'll Let's do this. Yeah, that landed on the other dice, which, while impressive. Okay, so that is 14 to hit.
14 will miss.
Okay, first attack misses. The second attack, that is 19, 29 to hit.
No.
He's
You strike, and the strike hits it between my atoms and deals no damage.
Nice
That is going
dodge.
to be 11 points of piercing damage. I will need another Constitution saving throw from you.
What I say to you?
I wasn't even looking, so
Well, it's not a 1.
yay!
Is it a
It's a
2?
2.
Oh, God.
Oh.
buddy. Do I need to bring
I'm-
you my dice?
I'm not okay.
Wait, that's a
You can always
threat.
just use the D&D Beyond roller.
'Cause that's going really well for you.
You could
Yeah.
use literally any other roller.
Yeah.
You are going to take another 17 points of poison damage.
Uh.
You guys are watching Renalphus get fucked up by Sylvestrin, and you just hear as the spider legs impale into Renalphus.
So, Cujo, question, because I'm not sure if this will affect Dustin. The way that Silvery Barbs reads, like, I distract the other creature, and then it says, you can then choose a different creature you can see within range. You can choose yourself. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute. A creature can be empowered by only one use of the spell at a time. So, if I choose Renalphus, could he have had advantage on that save that he just made?
Yes.
So I'll let Renalphus have the advantage.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll.
Sorry, I was reading the spell trying to like parse it out.
You're good. You're good.
All right. 21.
All right.
Okay.
Take all of that poison damage back.
Ooh.
As you get stabbed and more venom enters your body slowly starts to fight off the poison that is already sort of circulating in your system. Adding more is fruitless at this point.
Bitch, I am already poisoned. What more can you do to me?
True
Done
story.
all I can to help you. Use the
All right.
force, Luke.
Up next, we've got Boykin.
All right. So, am I able to travel over this wall? Like, or is that rough terrain? Or
Are you talking about this right here?
yeah, I don't know if you can see my.
So I'm gonna say that does kind of ramp up 5 feet. So you can climb. I'll say it does just count as difficult terrain. That's fine.
Okay, sounds good. One second here. Ember sat on my mouse.
You
Hey.
sat on your.
I can play
She's
the
like going
character
after the
too.
tassels on my hoodie.
I want a cat.
Get one. They're the best. Can
Get
I
one.
go
Bleh.
here? Guess I'll go there.
I don't get a cat. Get a dog instead. They're like children, but they never learn to use the microwave.
I mean, that's accurate, but okay.
I'm not wrong.
You are not wrong.
All right, so I'm looking to kind of go. I'm trying to get within 5 feet of it,
Okay.
but I can't. It's not letting me go onto that wall at all. So I don't know.
Hold on. So, like, boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that is right next to the box for that creature.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I was. Yeah, I was noticing that. All right. Well, I'm gonna start attacking the crap out of it with pee pee poo poo. And
Never gets old.
here we go.
Hate it so much.
Oh, nice. 25 to hit.
Nice.
25 will hit.
Okay. That is going to be for 6 points of bludgeoning
Pee-pee-poo-poo
damage.
damage. That's
Yeah.
what it pops up as.
Eat that pee pee poo poo damage. All right, here we go.
Glad you said damage.
I had
Really
to.
glad you said
I had
damage.
to, yeah,
Hate
for
it.
sure. Second, with
Pee-pee-poo-poo
the
to
old,
hit.
with quadruple P, is 10 to hit.
A 10 will miss, and because you got a 10, she's going to surge out with a spider leg at you. Sam, perhaps you don't quite remember. There was a lovely little sludge that you put us up against in a different game. But I decided to take the same premise, but make it deadly.
No.
Boykin, will a 19 hit?
A 19 doesn't hit.
It does not.
It does not. Boom. What up?
Okay.
It's animantine royal armor, baby.
You
Yeah.
hit with the first strike, and you cause one of the spider legs to kind of buckle right at the joint. And smelling blood in the water, you try to swing for the same one. She quickly moves it out of the way. Your hammer collides with the stone, and then that same leg surges towards you, but collides off of a piece of your armor.
Okay. So I'm actually going to spend a superiority dice, and
Okay.
I'm going to get a free attack on her.
Sweet.
So
What maneuver is that?
Great question. Give
That
me
should
one
be
second.
riposte.
Do whatever I do.
Yeah, it's
whatever the fuck
riposte.
I
It's
want.
riposte. It's
Got
riposte.
it. Cool.
So
Great
I'm going to
one.
use riposte, expend one superiority die, and make a melee attack against it. Add the superiority die to the attack's damage on a roll that
Nice.
hits.
Love it.
So, pee pee poo poo. Oh! 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Son of a biatch.
Pee pee poo poo
Alright,
will
so-
never not be funny.
So
Okay,
dumb.
6. Give me 1 second.
If I ever get to be on like a critical roll, like one shot, be like, oh, you've named your weapon. What have you named your weapon? I'm going to be like, poo poo pee pee.
That is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
All right, and then for my last attack.
Shit.
I'm going-
All right. Fighters, man.
That is going to be 17 to hit.
17 will just miss. But as you swing much closer, and she has to kind of retreat a little bit. So you did not miss by enough to trigger another attack from her. So, but unfortunately, that last attack does collide with the stone below her.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I think. Okay. Should I action surge right now? No.
She's
no.
right there. Well, it's up to you. actually.
Yeah. I'll go for it. Might as well.
Do it.
Okay.
I'll action surge.
All right.
Going to attack one more time. EP poo poo. 14 to hit, assumingly does not.
14 does not hit, but again, you are still close enough that she does not find an opening to get another attack on you.
Okay.
Now, I think action surge, you just get all of your attacks again, so I think you can make 2 more.
Oh.
Yeah, you get
Yep.
you get your attack action again.
Oh, okay. I thought it's. Oh, I think it was just. It says 1 additional action on your turn.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but when
So
you make
when
the
you-
Oh,
attack
but
action,
because I have 3
you
attacks.
make 2 or
Mhm.
3 more attacks.
Oh, excellent.
Yep.
Well, swing away, poo poo pee pee. Or pee
Recommended.
pee poo poo. 18.
18 just hits. Go ahead and give me damage.
Okay, that is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And then for my last attack, That is going to be 25 to hit
Yeah.
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You guys watch as Boykin maybe channeling some of the combat with Diablos or something, but like stands defiantly in this huge spider's face and just starts hammering the shit out of it. I'm gonna say that one of her legs, right at the joint, cracks under the pressure of that last hit. Her movement speed is gonna be reduced by a little bit.
Yeah, I'm murmuring something or muttering something under my breath about, her being a jerk to Brotrack and how that's my job and things like that.
Why would you
For-
take his clothes?
Forget my brother, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's healthy.
Forget his birthday? What the hell?
He invited you. There was cake. It was a sheet
This
cake
cake.
from
That's
Julasco.
Wow. With that, Jesus. At the end of Boykin's turn, she is going to use a legendary action.
Rude.
Boykin, I need
Oh,
you to
God.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Excellent.
She's gonna like
course.
knock you over and like
21.
get in your face and be like,
21.
"Send Protrack my regards."
The Lannisters send their regards. Just as you finish wailing on the spider, you see she sort of kicks up her front legs, and the big bulb that makes up her back half turns and aims at you, and web fires out. You move just out of the way as a bunch of disgusting, sort of semi-green, semi-translucent-ish liquid lands on the ground next to you, and you hear tss and see a little bit of smoke come up with where the web had landed.
Oh,
Well done.
Kara, can I yell, like, can I get an incidental to just yell,
Yeah.
like, look out? She's spraying acid. Appears to be spraying some sort of acid web out of her acid.
Oh,
Had to
Jesus.
hurt coming out. Like that
It-
can't be good.
Seriously.
Yeah, you really should see a doctor.
Like
That-
when
Your
you
hemorrhoids must be
surprise.
terrible.
It's more of a biological thing. My body's sort of attuned to it.
She had too much salsa, man. Like,
mhm.
Have you ever had the red salsa from Chipotle?
Actually, yes, but it was
It's
not
damn good.
Oh, it's not good. Oh.
Arsinoe, we come to you. I see that post-it note.
Yup. Alright. Emboldening Bond. Malice, Chio, Renalphus, Boykin. Add a d4 to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw once per turn. And you guys can do the switch on a whatchamacallit. Reaction.
A bonus reaction.
Reaction.
Got it. Oh, that's right. You switched to take the damage,
Yep.
right?
Correct.
Got it. Cool.
Do we have to be close to each other?
You have to be within 30 feet of one other bonded person.
sorry, who was that on, Sam?
Boykin, Renalphus, Malice, and Chio.
Just making sure. Cujo, it says your stream is paused, so I can't see the map right now. There you go.
And then for my bonus action,
Uh-huh.
we're
For
gonna
my next
cast
illusion.
for my next illusion. We're gonna cast a little spiritual weapon.
Ooh, where you want to cast it?
I want to put it right here.
All right. Wait. Right. Well, it's
Within 5 feet of it.
It's against. Yeah. You cast the spell, and that same shapeless humanoid form appears with the crescent shield that glows with heavenly light.
It will attack.
All right.
And 17.
17 just misses. Does Emboldening Bond work for yourself, or
No.
do you have to designate yourself
I
as
have to
a thing?
designate myself. I don't have enough. It's
Got it.
it's equal to our proficiency bonus. I'm just waiting to get to 5.
I getcha.
Everyone else is a little more.
That's fair.
And then I guess I'm just gonna. You know what? I don't. Silly. Gonna duck.
I wouldn't want to stay here either.
Duck behind this. Is it a pillar? Is it a stone?
It's like it's a pillar that's got some damage to it. I'll say you'll get half cover.
Okay, she'll duck behind that, and that's
Okay,
my turn.
cool. All right. Up next, Chio, we come to you.
Okay. This little area here. It doesn't look super broken, so would I have to like jump to get up there? It's like...
I will say that there is an acrobatics check that would be needed to climb up there. Acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, so can't see the grids, so now I have to math hard. Why are you making me do the hard math? I'm probably just I'm probably just like, I'm sure if I zoomed in really, I don't feel like zooming in that much.
Give me a second.
Okay, I'm gonna do my acrobatics check. 15.
There we go. 15 will get you up there. Not a problem.
Alright, so that was 25. I'll just go like right there. That should be good. Oh wait.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, fuck it. I'm sure it's right. I have 50 feet of movement. I'm sure it's fine.
You're good.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna punch her in the ass.
Go for it.
With her acid hemorrhoids.
Oh wait, I get a D4 that I get to add at some point, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rhodes, don't go, yeah, as you're talking about punching an ass.
18.
And Brian's sitting there going with her acid hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18 will just hit, so go ahead and give me damage.
We'll have to get Preparation H's and try to get them as a sponsor.
And I have
A through G, unfortunately, were a complete failure, but that's okay because we've come up with Preparation H.
And there's an ally within 5 feet, so I get some sneak attack.
Yeah. Anyway.
Multi-classing. Clap, 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 clap.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
And I would like this creature to make a con save, please.
Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. That is 14.
14 meets.
Okay, so she is going to succeed. I do meets beats.
I know.
I like that every time it does meet, you're like, it meets.
You reserve the right to change your mind at any point in time, so, you know.
Yeah, you're the DM. You can do anything you want.
Okay.
Like, change the rules.
I change the rules all the time. You think
Obviously,
any of my shit's
including
consistent?
changing the rules, yeah. I change the rules all the time.
Sorry, I'm trying to read the emboldening bond thing. How many times do I get to use this D4?
Once per turn.
Once per turn. That's what I couldn't find while I was trying to skim. Well, then I just miss, which is annoying. But that's okay. But that's okay. That's what key points are for.
Fuck yeah.
Monk rogues are such a pain. Yes.
Excuse you?
In a good way. In a good way.
Mogs.
Mogs.
Yeah. Don't be mad at my Moog.
I was sitting here going,
Moog.
do I call them runks or mogs?
Mogs are better.
I like Moogs more.
I like Mogs better.
Mogs is good because you could just listen to Vote by Madonna
Yeah.
and replace it with Moog.
Actually, I am not. I am going to use my bonus action to shift.
Oh, got it. Yeah, you're a shifter.
I am shifter.
It's like, uh-huh.
to embrace my full kitty self.
Right. You guys watch as Chio's claws kind of I think they grow a little bit, and I
Mhm.
think you just sort of exhibit a cat-like form more so than you normally already do.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Alrighty. Yeah, at the end of Chio's turn, she's going to use her second legendary action. Since you, Chio, kept punching her in the ass, the ass is going to unleash some disgusting goo on you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
You burst her
Um,
acid hemorrhoid.
12.
Okay, with a 12. What's up, Boykin?
So,
There.
after you're all done with that, I'm going to use a reaction
No.
to make a sentinel attack.
Oh, okay, you can do that. That's fine.
Oh,
Since
Jesus.
she's making a melee attack against the someone else, basically.
Oh God, you're a battle master fighter with
Yeah.
riposte and sentinel.
So
It's gonna be a
I'm
good.
just learning.
fucked
I'm just
campaign
learning.
for me. All right,
It could be
Well-
worse. We could have a druid.
Chio.
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
could.
take- Hey guys.
Holy cow, that's an enormous spider.
If only we had a scorpion right about now.
I was just gonna say, you just heard chit 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 chit.
Chio, you're going to take 13 points of acid damage, and you are restrained as this acidic web wraps around your body and sort of coats you, and you find it difficult to move.
Okay, I'm going to use evasion to half that.
Okay. So that's what, 6. We'll do 6 points of damage. All right, sweet. After that, Malice, we come to you.
Oh,
How
I get
tall
to
is she?
attack. I get to
Oh,
attack.
you can do your thing.
Sorry.
Attack.
Oh shit, that's right. Boy, can do your thing.
Yeah. Hit him.
Ooh. Natural 1, but 8 total.
All right. As you think, oh, I got her. You go to swing, and your hammer just slips a little bit, and your grip gets a little jostled. So you kind of like tap her instead of smash into her form.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Will a 19 hit Boykin? I think it was a no,
No.
right? Okay. Again, she reaches out with another attack, and you deflect it, almost expecting her to react in such a way.
Can I use riposte again?
Did that use your reaction to do so? I just want to double check.
Yes, you
It
can
does?
use your
Okay.
reaction. Okay, yeah. So I think I would have to spend. So I think no, then correct? Since
Yeah,
I already
correct.
used reaction.
So you'll get your reaction back when it's at the start of your turn.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Malice, we come to you, darling.
How tall is this very multi-legged bitch?
She is about 15 feet tall.
Hey, I'm gonna run up to where, kind of right in front of Renalphus, this between Renalphus and Boykin, teleport on top of her.
Oh my
30
fucking
feet.
god. Okay.
And then I
Had no idea it was that kind of party.
Yep, and then I'm gonna take my 2 attacks.
I will say, given that you're teleporting on top of her, give me an acrobatics check, just to see if you can land and stabilize yourself.
17.
You're good. You land, and you all watch as her form starts to kind of freak out as something has landed on top of her. Let's go ahead and take your attacks.
24 to hit.
24 absolutely will hit.
First attack, and I'll roll the second one. Is same. 8. 16 plus
All right,
8.
sweet.
Yeah, okay. 16 plus 8, 24. Yeah, I'm gonna dump some smites into this because I don't like her.
Yeah.
She ripped her skin off.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, that just seems a little judgmental.
she
Okay.
ripped off her skin of someone else.
Yeah, well, that when
Rude.
when someone takes a fur coat off, do you react the same way?
Yes.
Okay, that was
I
a
tear
weird,
it
like,
down the
PETA
I
ad. I'm
immediately
sorry.
try to murder that person.
I'm right.
Either
All
wear
right.
it or don't.
I mean, if they tear it down the center.
Yeah, that's true.
So attack 1 is going to be 10 slashing
Okay.
plus 8 radiant
Okay, got it.
plus another 5d8 for smite. Whatever that
Okay.
thing. Great. 6. 22 radiant.
Okay, I have to do math.
I'd be
Math,
30
not math.
radiant damage plus 10 slashing.
Okay. Yeah, she's up, but she did not like that at all. You knocked her out of triple digits.
Okay. Yeah, so second attack damage is you plus something. Plus 4 is 6 slashing.
Okay.
Plus another, oh god, radiant. She is fiend, correct?
Yes, she is.
I did this, determined it
Yeah, you
last
did this
time.
with the Master of Cruelties, and like one shot him because you natty 20'd.
Yeah, I did not do that, but I knew that she was fiend going into this.
Yes, absolutely.
From the thing. Okay, just making sure that I am burning the correct things. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, might as well just smite it again because why not?
What they're there for, right?
That's what they're there for. I mean, I got these slots and I'm supposed to do stuff with them. So 4,
Smite
8,
slots.
Casting
13,
spells.
15,
Smite.
It's
and
mad.
17 plus 8 is another 25 radiant.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna dig that sword in too, since I'm
Yeah.
trying to ride a bitch.
Oh.
Punching her ass, preparation H, gotta ride a bitch. There's lots of highlights for this combat.
It sounds like that gangster music that the kids listen to.
Oh, now I have Gangster's Paradise stuck in my head.
Wow. Thanks, Aunt Karen.
Hold on, let me smooth back the short hairs in the back.
They're doing this peacock thing. It's a little distracting.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you guys see Malice, like a fucking daredevil, appear above the spider, land, and stab twice strongly down into its form, and you watch as radiant energy. You're watching her form struggle to keep up with the punishment that Malice is delivering. Well fucking done. I think that was over like 50 something points of damage in a single turn.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta remember, Taldore is like good in its own way. Biven is hard fucking hitters at every turn. So I need to definitely keep that in mind. But we return to the top of the initiative, Renulphus.
Yeah.
We come to you as you regain your faculties, but still feel the poison in your system.
I am no longer stunned.
You are no longer stunned. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw to try to rid yourself of the poisoned condition.
Con saving throw is 20 something.
20 something. Just as similar to before when she got you with another leg and more venom entered but did nothing, your body quickly adapts to the poison that's in your system, and you shake off the weariness, finding yourself recovered enough to continue battle.
Cool.
Blit, we come to you.
Okay.
Hello, buddy.
This fucking spider.
Spiders,
This
man.
fucking spider bitch.
Yes. You 8-legged freak.
Okay. I will cast so many spells. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
It's 60 feet. I'm pretty sure that I am within range. If not, I will move up.
Okay. You're good on range because
Okay.
she's 30 feet away from you.
Okay. Okay. So she needs to make a wisdom save.
That I actually did roll just now. That is a 22.
Okay. So she just barely makes it. Defeated creature. I think that one is okay. So she does take half damage.
Yeah.
So it is 46.
She just doesn't run.
Yeah. She just I was just checking. I'm not used to being a caster. It's so much easier to stab shit. 12, 14, 15, 16. So 8 points of what is that?
I think it's necrotic damage.
Psychic damage. Sorry.
Psychic damage. Duh.
And that was a second level spell.
Okay. 1 through 5.
So
Unicorn.
Please call us our unicorn back.
Yay! All right. Go ahead and roll your D100.
All right.
Unicorn. Let's have it all back.
5.
Okay. Give
The
me a
unicorn
moment.
is going to refuse. at
I
some
rolled a double
point.
0 and a 5. So
Yes, it's a 5.
a little scared.
Give me a moment. I need to look up a thing.
Oh God. Oh God.
What?
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Interesting.
I don't even know what that
Really?
is.
Right. Okay. Give me a second. I need to see.
Man about a horse.
Control by the DM appears on Okay. Well. All right. Appearing immediately next. Well, hold on. It's 1 through 5, so let's do this. Let's have some fun. Let me do a roll to decide. Oh, yep, that's just what I thought. Appearing next to Flit as she casts the spell. Do I even have anything close to a... You know what? Here. I'll pretend that this is the thing. Ignore... I know you guys can see what it is. We're just going to do that. We'll do that.
What is it? What is it supposed to be?
It is a pentadrone. A creature that...
Okay, I'll bite. What's a pentadrone?
It is a modron. Modrons are being of absolute law that adhere to a hive-like hierarchy. They inhabit the plane of Mechanus and tend its eternally revolving gears, their existence a clockwork routine of perfect order. So this squid-like, 5-limbed, sort of starfish-looking mechanoid creature appears immediately next to Flit, and then immediately starts panicking at all of the 100% chaos that is not only this combat, but is the material plane. You hear,
Oh, not good, not good. Where am I? What is this place? What hell have I been banished to?
you just hear this existential dread just emanate from this creature that is appeared right next to you.
She's just like, what the fuck? It's not hell, but we might be able to help you get home if you help us kill that thing.
What are you?
I think that might be a conversation for later.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Wild magic, man. They are amazing. I love it. All right, well,
Love it.
at the end of Flit's turn, the moats once again course through every living creature. I will need Constitution saving throws from everybody, including your new friend, the Pentadrone.
There is a stat block for it on D&D Beyond.
Oh
Cujo.
yeah, I got it pulled up.
Okay.
Sorry, Cujo. As a mechanical feature, I'm sorry, am I grappled or restrained?
You are restrained.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, can we
Let me
add? We
see.
can add that D4 to the saving throw.
Yeah. Pretty sure. A double check.
That didn't matter.
Yes.
Oh, do
you
I get
can.
that too?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll start with Chio.
I'm not even gonna bother with the D4. 5.
You take. I need to roll. Do the damage. Roll the dice. You take 5 points of lightning damage and are stunned until the end of your next turn. Arsinoe.
15.
15 just makes it. You take 2 points of lightning damage. You are not restrained. Boykin.
12, unfortunately.
12. You take 5 points of lightning damage and you are stunned until the end of your next turn. Flit, my darling.
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson, you only take 2 points of lightning damage. You're good. Renalphus.
What kind of save was it? Con? 26.
26. You take 2
my curse.
points.
I've started drinking, and suddenly my curse was over.
That's obviously the key is pure alcohol.
The key is peppermint schnapps.
There you go. You take 2 points of lightning damage. You are not stunned. Malice.
18.
All right. You take 2 points of lightning damage. You are not stunned.
Okay.
The Pentadrone, unfortunately, did get the failure on there, but is immune to. Well, is it immune? Let me just triple check. It is not immune. So, in the middle of its existential hell that it's going through, it then gets electrocuted, which then you just hear like somebody rewinding a tape. You hear, like just all these sounds coming out of it as it gets
Poor
frazzled.
baby.
Poor guy.
He's had a rough day. Up next, we've got Sylvestrin, who at this point is weighing her options and not liking the situation. So, first off, Malice, give me an athletics check to see if you can stay on the spider.
19.
19. Okay, so she is going to move away from Boykin and from Chio, who I believe are both either stunned. I think both are stunned right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
He also moves away from Renalphus.
Oh, that's true. Go ahead and make your attack. Do you have Sentinel?
Huh?
Do you have Sentinel or no?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna fucking slap her around a little bit. She deserves it.
There's like a whole
Justin's had alcohol.
As I wind up to swing, I say to her, "That really fucking hurt. I'm gonna enjoy this."
All right.
I really hope you hit now.
Very much.
Oh, me too. Me too. That one's going in jail. Just go back to drinking.
No.
Oh, honey.
Was that another one?
100%.
Oh my god.
Buddy, I'm sorry. That's
Now it's funny.
It's a 22 to hit. Does that
Yep.
hit?
How you looking?
Oh, I'm fine.
At least it's you.
You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
You do not need to make a further Constitution saving throw, as your body has adapted to the venom.
Are you
So-
pulling punches on me, Kujuinski?
No. If
Okay.
you succeed against it, that's the trade-off that I have in my head. Is that if you roll a 10 or below, she gets an attack on you. If you succeed on the con save to resist the poison, you don't have to deal with the poison. So,
I have 7 dice in dice jail right now.
Jesus.
God.
She is still going to move. Let's see, that was
Does she have a snappy one-liner
10,
for me in
15,
response?
20, 25, 30. No. Actually, that's not true. She does have one. It's
Get the fuck off me, you terrifying elf! Get off of me!
as she's basically Pennywise voiced, screaming at Malice to get off of her. Malice, you are along for the ride as she is bolting. You know what? If she's going to use her action to dash. 60.
Yes.
So Malice, it's up to you if you hold on, but you are very, very quickly being removed from the rest of your party. Sticking with it?
I mean, I'll do something when it gets to me.
All right, sounds good.
I don't have anything right now.
You're good.
I'll do something when it gets to me. It gets to her. I'm gonna hit her.
Boykin, your whole body shudders with the numb feeling that the motes sort of electrify into your body, but your faculties come back to you, but it is at the end of your turn.
Okay, sounds good. I have a question.
I have an answer.
So since I was stunned, I can't take any of my actions, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So
Stunned is a
then that's
really
it.
sucky condition for both the player and the DM.
No actions
It's all
or
good.
reactions.
Gotcha.
Interestingly, it doesn't say anything about bonus actions.
I'm gonna say, well, if it says no actions,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that includes bonus actions.
Right.
Most people
don't
do.
have a bonus
Reasonable
if you never
reasonable
acted.
people.
Yeah. Arsinoe, we come to
Because
you.
the
Go ahead, Brad.
Oh, go ahead, Brian. I'm so sorry. No, come back.
no, it's okay.
No,
It's
come
okay.
back. Say it. Say it.
Well, if I forego all my attacks and use a bonus action, I can direct an ally that I see or hear to strike with its reaction. But I don't think I can do that, correct? Correct? Sorry, I don't know why I said that as a statement.
I don't think I could do
I'm
that.
like,
correct.
I could do that, correct? It's like, okay. Sorry, I forgot I was playing a human today.
The comma in that sentence is very important.
Given that you are considered incapacitated while you're stunned, bonus actions are also unavailable to you. I apologize.
It's all good. Thank you.
Of course. With
Boy,
that
you
in
will
mind,
remember this.
Arsinoe, we come to you.
Alright. Bonus action. I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon. 20. He can only go 20.
Okay.
So, just gonna kind of try and not keep up, but hopefully eventually provide cover for she comes back.
Sure.
And then
Just going. Just riding.
He's red and dirty, y'all.
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough out of you.
Swing out and cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Guiding bolt up the butt.
Let's hope. 21.
21 will hit.
Be better, could
I
be
just
worse.
realized something.
What?
Earlier, I had stated to Brian that One of her legs was fucked up, so her movement speed was reduced. So she only was able to dash 50 feet. So I fixed it, but continue.
Cucho,
Uh,
you swore.
13
You
points of
promised.
radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against this target has advantage.
All right. The divine light of Carbuncle shoots out from,
What
from
a
your holy
weird
symbol.
sentence.
Final Fantasy. What do you want? Shoots out from your holy
Make fun of my
symbol
patron.
and collides with the devilish form of the spider lady. And you hear another shriek echo out into the night. And she now glows with just this dull, pulsing glow. Well done. Yeah, she's gonna be stupid. At the end of Arsinoe's turn, she's gonna use a legendary action to aim her ass up and hope that some of the web lands on Malice. So Malice, I am gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna say with advantage because she can't really aim.
Shit got so weird,
Yeah.
so unexpectedly.
Oh,
Especially because like Miley Cyrus Party in the USA came on in my head, except it was I'm gonna put my ass up.
oh my
Singing
god.
my song.
Court, that is how we know that you and I are very different people. Because I had the exact same reaction, but the song that came into my head was Party at the CIA.
CIA.
It is the Weird Al parody
Yeah,
of
I
Miley
knew immediately as
Cyrus's
soon as
Party
you
in the
said it. I was like,
USA.
Weird Al.
All right, Malice, what'd you get? What'd you get? I'm sorry, what was that?
18, 14 plus
18.
4.
Okay. You successfully just sort of move
Like
slightly. Yeah. You hold onto your sword and just cling to it, making yourself as small as possible as just this disgusting web acidic substance lands around you, but not directly on you. But now you get a nice close-up look. This thing is like old jello. And it's not, the consistency is just not, it's not a good thing.
It's not.
Maybe
She
you
used,
should
like,
get that
somebody else's
checked.
face, honestly.
All right, Chio, we come to you. You are currently webbed, and at the beginning of your turn, you take 3 points of acid damage. Thank you, die, for rolling low. But you are
Ow.
currently restrained. I'll say an acrobatics or athletics check to escape the webbing.
Well, I'm stunned.
Escape. You are stunned. That is correct. So at the end of your turn, your faculties return to you, and you are still unfortunately covered in the web. With that in mind, Malice, it's the moment of truth. We come to you.
Yeah, ew, gross. Straighten back up and plant a shield down on this thing as it starts glowing, and we're gonna take a couple hits at it before we decide to go back into our friends.
Okay.
First one's with
Just to see
advantage.
what happens. What?
First one is with advantage.
Guiding bolt. Yes,
Yep.
that's right.
What?
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 That's
So
the most
first
aggressive
hit is
fly I've
a
ever heard.
25.
25 will hit.
Okay, damage on that is going to be 10 slashing and 10 slashing plus 6 radiant.
Use how much radiant?
6 radiant.
6. Okay.
Plus going to dump a second level smite into it.
Okay.
And that is another 6, 5, 11, 14, 17 radiant.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Yes.
He basically
Yeah.
plants the shield down and then kind of just behind it uses it like you're using it to cut along a very, very fine edge. to measure, so right in the back of the neck, and then just slashes through,
Nice.
lops that head off.
You hear in the moments before the voice is cut short.
I can provide you payment. I can give you help. I can help you take out the whisper.
And then you just hear as the terrifying form of the spider just sort of crumbles in on itself.
Oh god.
That
Gross.
gross, gooey substance sort of ekes from the wounds.
Oh god, yeah, no. Misty step the fuck out.
Ew.
Using a
teleport
using a misty step to leave.
Yeah.
Love it. That's amazing. Here we'll do like
Misty
that.
step the fuck out and then walk back toward everybody else.
Seems
All
legit.
right. Well, at that point, we're out of Foundry. Yeah, Malice returns.
Cleans off her damn sword.
Yeah. I will say, Chio, you're gonna take. One last round of 3 points of acid damage before you eventually rip the webbing off of you. Dealing with some nice little acid burns in your flesh. But
You mostly got the fur. It's fine.
Aww.
So it's like that smell of burning hair.
oh,
That's not
Delicious.
okay.
I'll say right at the moment that Malice had chopped off the head of this creature, once again, it's like you blink and it's been raining the whole time.
Yeah,
In
that
fact,
tracks.
the sky in that clearing above the stone garden, storm clouds. No moon, no stars. Everything just seems, even the motes that were in the air, gone.
Is our clothing damp?
Yes.
Okay.
But you do spot at the edge of the stone garden a mostly crumbled stone building with an opening at the very front.
This is the same one that Flit and I.
The very same.
The
Yes.
broken statue of the Styron.
Yes. You can actually spot as you're sort of inspecting the area now that your senses have come back to you, that same giant golem lies in pieces on the ground.
How dark is it?
It is pitch black right now.
I'll throw up dancing lights to cast some light, and it's just a nice, like, soft, like turning on a nice bedroom lamp.
Oh.
Nothing overbearing.
Soft white.
Yeah.
Cujo.
Yes.
I walk over to the corpse
Mm-hmm.
and I stab it a few times.
Okay.
And then I mutter to myself, it's just not the same.
Can I look
I'm
around?
glad I was here to watch, guys.
Can I look around in the area where the spider was standing to see if they left anything that we may scavenge?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I am going to say with disadvantage, as when this sort of glamour around your surroundings went away, now that you're investigating, you're seeing that it's muddy. It is, these small puddles are starting to form around you. Whatever glamour she had placed on you the moment you entered into the forest, it has been consistently raining, you assume, since you walked in.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so probably didn't find anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, you find some bits of spider flesh,
You could put that
and
in
I'll give you this too for anybody who wants it, I guess. The
we want it.
collection of gross acidic webbing You could harvest some of that if you want, but that's on you.
Useful. I have harvesting things. I probably don't have anything.
I almost think Renulfus might,
I
if
have
he
any-
wants. But
might want to harvest any of that.
mm,
No, probably not actually.
all right.
I don't have anything to put it in right now.
There is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, however. As you are standing in this clearing, you sort of come to realize that whatever route you took to get to this spot, you are mostly through the forest at this point. Looking further southward, you can actually see, well, what's the highest passive perception amongst your group?
Mine.
16.
20.
Yeah, 15.
Chio, you can see a little bit beyond the trees in the distance that it does open back up. It looks like it possibly that road could be on the other side of the canopy. So you have made progress. It just wasn't quite the ideal means of doing so.
She'll relay that. We aren't far from the road, so we should be fine to get back on track when we're ready.
Should we rest? This she gestures to like the dilapidated kind of building. It's a safe place.
I think it's probably safer than the open. Well, okay. I should glances toward the giant spider thing. It's indoors.
Cujo, I would like to make an investigation check or survival. I'm not sure which one is more applicable.
Sure.
Around the surrounding area to try and determine if there's evidence of more than one of these.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
You said investigation? That is 18.
With an 18, you glance around and you can see some eggs, but they look to have been smashed by something at some point. You do not see any other evidence of any other living creatures around you.
Okay. I relay that information to the rest of the group as I continue to smash the eggs.
Okay.
No chances, no survivors. And I relay this information, point out the eggs. I'm somewhat concerned about a possible mate returning to the nest. However, most of the time, especially if the I'm sorry. Does this creature appear to be the female of the species?
Hello there, Peppermint Schnapps. How are you? My name is Cujo.
Shut up. Nobody asked you.
It make me a nature check.
It presented itself to us as female, but illusions mean nothing.
Are you on a
8 in jail. Moving on.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell.
Don't bother.
Just to note, guys, if you're making skill checks, ability checks, you still get to add that D4 next 10 minutes. Not that may not help.
The D4 was a 1,
Not that
2.
the D4 would help because Dustin's rolls are bad.
But I'm just saying.
Today's clearly not my day. I relay the information about the eggs. I'm somewhat concerned about possibly, a possible mate returning to the nest. Although a lot of times in nature or otherwise, um, you know, one one of the either the male or female of the species is going to be um the dominant. Um, in a lot of cases like this, I would tag it to be the female. So if dad comes back to the nest, I doubt he would be much of a threat. But all the same, I'm not terribly keen on staying here.
Well, Mr. Kefka seemed to know who she was. I could ask if she has a mate that we should be careful of.
I imagine that um,
He said she
he
was
was
very
referring
chaotic.
to whatever creature this thing was posing as, not the creature itself.
Yeah, I don't really know if she's a spider all the time. But
I mean, go ahead and ask. I can't stop you from that, but I suggest we leave.
While this conversation is going on and Flit is going to maybe start talking in her head, can I look to see? It's probably a survival, I guess. I'm trying to look for tracks. Does it look like the only creature that's moved around here, it's been one creature or two?
There you go. Go ahead and make me a survival check.
How long has it been since this battle ended? Like, is
Say
it
a
still
minute.
seconds?
I'll say a minute at this point.
Okay, I don't get advantage anymore. That's
how
fine.
far are we from
Can I
the?
can I assist, and could we also look for like different hairs, maybe like
That
hair
works.
follicles?
Okay.
So you'll still roll with advantage.
Okay.
Or, like tufts.
I get
of
advantage when I'm
spider
shifted, but it only
fur?
lasts a minute. So 24.
Did you add the 4?
27.
Well, Jesus. With a 27, given how sharp the edges of the spider's legs were, enough to be used as a weapon, you do identify the tracks of this creature in the ground. You can only identify one set of tracks.
There's no physical evidence of a second creature of this nature being here, at least recently. We might be safe.
We could take a short break, get out of the rain, dry off a bit, eat something, and then determine if we want to move on.
We know how far from the beach we are. We could always shelter in the boat for the evening if we're not too far.
Well, I mean, you and I, well, remember how long it took us to get from the main road in here? I think it was a couple hours walk. We originally were coming up this way. Kind of came in here for, to find a place to stay for the night. This is what it looked like, by the way, not like what it did before.
Cujo.
I'm based on what I can see of the map and the scale that I think it's on, we're days, not hours, from Iagarth in that river, right?
From what Chio can see, you guys are along the southern edge of that forest now. So what was hours for you, somehow, perhaps through the enchantment, maybe it was to lure you in so she could eat you right away. Maybe she was that hungry. But the distance has been... It was a blessing in disguise that you did come across that spider, because her enchantment expedited your travel through the majority of the forest. So at
So-
most, maybe a day and a half or 2 days.
Okay.
Should at least rest.
Also, again, for anybody who's been keeping up with the campaign, I'm sure my time measurements of, traveling from one place to another has changed between sessions. Moving on.
I mean, honestly,
That's
world's
all I
fucked.
have to say
World
about
is real fucked. Time is wonky here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time is a weird
Wibbly
soup.
wobbly time wimey.
Yep.
God, that would
But are you guys gonna be staying in the broken down
I-
temple for the night, or
feel like that's at least somewhat defensible.
Yeah.
Assuming that there's not stuff living inside of it. But if there
Okay.
is, we clear it out and then we have a nice, at the very least, take a short breather.
Yeah, we feel
How we feel.
a lot of you got hit really.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
well, you all? I'm just gonna give this to you, given that it is almost 10 p.m. Central. You guys make your way inside the broken down temple, and you can see that there at one point was a rather nice set of decoration to honor the actual siren that in across time or some a catastrophe caused everything inside of this place to become either ransacked or destroyed, but it's an indoor for the night. I'll also just give it to you with someone's passive perception of 80 that there's nothing else living inside. If you guys wish to search the ruins, by all means, we can sort of handle that. But I will say we will end tonight's session with you all finding some rest after setting up camp inside this old ruin. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Yay! I missed you. I
Hooray!
missed this so much.
Yes.
I missed you guys absolutely trouncing an enemy in a one versus many combat, even with legendary actions and shit. So this is always a lot of fun.
Despite my
Absolutely.
contributions.
Dustin, here's the thing.
I soaked a lot of damage for you
Soaked a lot of
guys.
damage.
You
That
You
Is
did.
a contribution.
It
Excellent
is.
tanking.
Also, the day that you get the reverse is going to be really glorious.
Mhm.
5 nat 20s.
All those 920s. Yep.
7.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I soaked 59 damage, I think.
Ooh.
How about
That
it?
thing hit hard.
Damn.
Well, to everybody who tuned in, thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Go check out Legend of Vox Machina on Prime Video. They're in the middle of their second season. And also announced today, Mighty Nine are going to get their own show, which is so fucking cool.
Yes.
So go
Which
and
is-
support Critical Role. There
Yeah,
are
that
loves.
is such great news for me because I only made it through episode like 26 or 27.
Oh,
Like around that point in time, no spoilers, even though it's like 4 years old, you've had your chance.
yeah.
There's an important thing that happens at like 26. I think it's episode 26.
6.
I've seen that and nothing else.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just excited to see an animated version of Jester casting Sending.
Mm-hmm.
I really
It's gonna
hope
be
that they
so
take a
good.
moment to like show the person receiving it
Yeah.
and how they react to the mess that they get as a message. But
Yeah.
anyway, we are all critters here. But thank you guys so much. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you next week. Bye,
Bye.
Internet.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.